you're a college student looking for a new credit card, then chances are your credit is relatively new or you haven't even started building up credit yet. That was the case for me when I was in college, and looking back, I missed out on some big opportunities to build up my credit the easy way using credit cards. That's why in this video, I'm going to share with you the best credit cards for college students so that you can start building up credit now, which will pay off big time in the future. We'll look at 7 cards that offer benefits like no annual fees, solid cashback, and easy approval for students. Before we dive in, make sure you follow the most important rule of credit cards, which is to pay your credit card off on time and in full every month. Because if you don't, this will greatly harm your credit. But with that said, let's dive right in. Looking at the first card on this list, we have one of the most popular student credit cards out there, and it's going to give you a nice 5% earning rate on rotating quarterly categories. And that is with the Discover It Student credit card. I like the Discover It Student because it earns quite a bit of cash back, and each quarter you're going to be able to earn 5% back in different categories on up to $1,500 in spend. Categories change each quarter, but currently you can earn 5% at Walmart and grocery stores. And if you're able to spend the full $1,500 per quarter, that means you're going to earn a very nice $75 in cash back. Since the categories change each quarter, it can be a little bit annoying to keep track of. But earning 5% back on any credit card is a pretty fantastic cashback rate, especially for a student card. But Discover will sweeten the deal for you even a little bit more, since in the first year, they will double the amount of cash back you earn. They do this through an unlimited cashback match at the end of your first year. And if you were able to earn $100 in cash back in the first year, for example, they'll give you another $100 in cash back. And that means you're essentially earning 10% cash back on all of your spend in the rotating quarterly categories. However, you will only earn 1% back on everything else not in these categories, and that is one big downside to the Discover It Student. If you don't want to keep track of rotating quarterly categories, then the next card on this list is going to be a great option for you. That's because it earns the same amount of cash back no matter where you spend with it, and that is the Chase Freedom Rise. The Chase Freedom Rise is built especially for those who are new to credit, and it earns a pretty nice rate of 1.5% back on everything. This means there are no categories to keep track of, and you know you'll earn an unlimited amount of cash back no matter where you spend it, and it's going to earn an above average rate. The Freedom Rise comes with an easy way to earn some extra cash as well, because Chase will give you $25 automatically when you enroll for automatic payments. And that's something I recommend you definitely do anyway. This $25 acts as a bonus for this card, and as you'll see with some later cards on this list, credit card bonuses can be a great way to earn some extra money. And towards the end of this video, I'll even show you a card that comes with a whopping $250 bonus. The $25 bonus on the Freedom Rise is a little bit low compared to some of the other cards on this list. However, the Chase Freedom Rise gives you an advantage that some of the other cards on this list don't, which is building up a valuable relationship with Chase. Chase is the best credit card issuer in my opinion, and if you think in the future you'll be interested in opening other credit cards that offer great travel rewards or cashback benefits, then you should strongly consider getting the Freedom Rise, and it will make your approval odds much better in the future. However, if you don't care about that so much, then the bonus on the next card on this list is going to be even a little bit better. The next card on our list is from Capital One and is the Quicksilver Rewards for students. Just like the Freedom Rise, this card earns 1.5% back on all purchases, but it does come with a better bonus, and you can earn $50 after you spend just $100 on the card in the first 3 months. It would normally take over $3,000 in spend to earn that $50, so this bonus is pretty valuable. But since this is a Capital One card, it comes with a few other extra benefits that make it even more valuable. Currently, now through November 14th of 2024, you can earn 10% back on Uber and Uber Eats, as well as 5% back on hotels and car rentals booked through the Capital One travel portal. One last quick benefit is that this card comes with no foreign transaction fees, and that means you can take this card outside of the country and spend with it, and you won't have to pay any foreign transaction fees. Most cards without an annual fee will charge you transaction fees, and this is something you'll want to watch out for with credit cards, but that's not the case with the Quicksilver Rewards for students, and it's a great card to take with you if you're traveling abroad. Moving on to the next card on our list, we have another nice 1.5% cash back on everything card, but it comes with an even better bonus. And the card is the Bank of America Unlimited Cash Reward Rewards credit card for students. Like some of the other cards we've looked at, you're going to earn an unlimited 1.5% cashback on all purchases. And remember, that's a pretty decent earning rate, especially for a student credit card. However, this card can come with one of the biggest bonuses on this list. You can earn a very nice $200 in cashback after spending $1,000 on the card in the first 90 days. And normally you need to spend over $13,000 to earn that amount in cashback with the 1.5% rate. For a college student credit card, you hardly ever see a bonus this high, and that is a strong reason to consider this credit card. The next card on our list is another Capital One credit card and has a very decent earning rate on some common spending categories. And the card is the Capital One Saver One Rewards for students. This is a great card if you spend a lot of money on food, whether it's dining or grocery stores. That's because it earns an unlimited 3% back on dining, entertainment, select streaming services, and grocery stores. So it's great for those categories, but it earns just 1% back on everything else. You can also earn a $50 bonus after spending just $100 on the card in the first 3 months. That's on the smaller side of the bonuses on this list, but it is very easy to get. And since this is a Capital One credit card, it's one of the only no annual fee credit cards that you can get with no foreign transaction fees, making it another good option if you travel outside of the country and want to use your credit card. You also get the benefit of earning 10% back at Uber and Uber Eats until November of 2024, as well as 5% back on hotels and car rentals booked through Capital One Travel. Next up, we have the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards credit card for students. This card has a very interesting earning rate, and it's pretty customizable to you and your spending habits. You can earn 3% back at a customized category of your choice, as well as 2% back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs for a combined amount of $2,500 per quarter. You can only earn 3% back at one of the categories of your choice, but categories include gas and EV charging stations, online shopping, dining, travel, drugstores, or home improvement and furniture. The online shopping category might be the best since it can broadly apply to things like phone, internet, cable, streaming services, and all sorts of other online purchases. Overall, it's a great earning rate, especially for a student credit card. However, you will earn just 1% back on all other categories outside of the ones we previously mentioned. And for that reason, I would make sure I have other credit cards like the 1.5% earning cards for those other categories. There's nothing wrong with opening more than one credit card while you're in college, as long as you can manage them responsibly. And in the long run, that might actually be the best thing to do for your credit, since having two credit cards that are building up age on your credit is a very beneficial thing. On top of these pretty nice earning categories, you also have the chance to earn a $200 welcome bonus after spending just $1,000 on the card in the first 90 days. So if you can meet that spend requirement, it's a great bonus on top of great earning categories, and I would recommend this card pretty highly to any college student. Now moving on to the final card on this list, we have another card from Bank of America, and it comes with a very nice welcome bonus that I would strongly encourage any college student to consider, and that is the Bank of America Travel Rewards credit card for students. This is a very interesting card to me since it's geared towards students that want to travel. However, looking at the card, I think the benefits could apply to pretty much any college student, and I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a minute. The first thing to look at on this credit card is the earning rate. Many credit cards out there will reward you in the form of points rather than cashback. However, they're essentially the same thing. This is the case with the Travel Rewards credit card, and it's going to give you 1.5 points per dollar spent on all purchases, which is essentially earning 1.5% back on everything. So like a lot of the other cards, you'll earn 1.5% back on everything, but the bonus is the biggest on this list, and you can earn 25,000 points after spending just $1,000 in the first 90 days of holding the card. That 25,000 points is the equivalent of $250 in cash back. However, when you look at how you can redeem these points, Bank of America allows you to redeem them for statement credits towards hotel, airline, car rentals, cruises, but they also allow you to redeem them towards restaurants and dining, including takeout. So even though it's a travel credit card, you can spend that $250 towards food. And what college student doesn't like to eat out once in a while? Another nice benefit to this credit card is that it also comes with no foreign transaction fees. And I think that makes it possibly the best credit card on this list. However, if you do want to redeem your cash back more flexibly, then this probably won't be the best option because you can only redeem it towards those travel categories as well as restaurants. Now, if you're like me and you like to maximize the value you can get from credit cards and you want a strategic path forward to open credit cards and get lots more value in the future, then I did make a video called How to Climb the Credit Card Ladder, and I highly recommend you check that out. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.